every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
And you know this, and you know this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, y'all, to this Share Report. Y'all stand up and give a big round of applause, y'all. Let's go.
Hey, Macon County. Or should I say, hey, world.
Hey, world.
Yes. Hey, world.
That's
we
right.
We all over the place.
All over
That's
the world.
right.
All around the world.
All around the
Every
world.
Thursday, 8 o'clock on the dot.
On the dot,
Hey,
baby.
but I got to talk to Macon County.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's where
right.
the heart is. Hey, Macon County, how you doing, baby?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
everybody doing okay today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Well, first of all, 100.7 FM WBZ with DJ Booty Rush at Here Be TV, Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, Channel 19 on campus with Pat Wallace, director, Kimberly Wright, Butch Baxter, and Jordan.
You sound like a monster, Jordan.
Hey, she always give us that big smile.
Yeah,
too.
she do. She love it.
Hey, and we got Brinsky in the house.
Yeah.
We got Miss Sheriff in
Miss
the
Sheriff in
house.
the building.
You know, we got her in the building, and we got again Pat Wallace. Pat Wallace always give us a good discussion.
I'm telling you, man.
you know,
Hey,
I like
yeah.
Pat over here. He give a good discussion. Oh,
There you
first
go.
of all, I got to do this. I got to give Brinsky his one piece
Scooby
of chocolate.
snack.
Scooby
That's a
snack.
Scooby
You want
snack.
one
There you
Scooby
go.
snack?
Don't
That's
come,
right.
don't come back over here, Brinsky.
You know that Scooby?
That's
Scooby.
right.
Hey, but look here. This is nice right here. They always got something nice. I like my candy. That's nice. Appreciate
Yeah.
that, Joy.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's always nice. Always doing something for me. Ain't that
Yeah,
right?
that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's why we do. This is the best
Everything-
station in the
Yes.
nation.
Best station
That's
in
right.
the nation. Well, let's see what we got going on here on the Sheriff Report, March 11th to March 22nd. Between the dates of March 11th to March 22nd, the Macon County Sheriff Department in the last 7 days have received 82 volunteer fire transmissions, 1,197 landline calls, 272 E911 calls, and 1,289 radio transmissions for a total of 2,840 contacts. So that's a little bit down.
Down.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
Down.
down. Yeah.
And I like that. I take that.
Hey.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll take that. Okay. 314, County Road 53, we had a burglary. 314, we had a walk-in unauthorized use. 315, we had another walk-in theft of property. 316, we had an arrest for insufficient funds check. 316, we had a walk-in on a stolen tag. 316, we had an arrest for promoting prison contraband. 316, we had an arrest for receiving stolen property. 316, County Road 31, we had a burglary. 317, County Road 53, criminal mischief third. 317, we had an arrest on a probation violation. 318, County Road 53, we had a burglary. 319, family food, receiving stolen property. 320, arrest, assault third, and harassment. 321, U.S. Highway 80 East, domestic violence and harassment. Oh, man, hate to see that. 321, Green Street, criminal mischief third. 322, Rosa Parks, Suite 208, theft of property fourth. And United States Marshal Service Gulf Coast Regional Task Force, our task force investigator, Dion Robertson, has 4 state arrests and 4 federal arrests. Charges which stem from murder, failure to register as a sex offender, probation violation, murder, assault first degree, and a felon in possession of a firearm.
Okay.
So, those are some tough charges,
Right,
some hard
right.
charges there.
Yeah.
But that guy does a great job, as everybody else that does
right.
their job here trying to keep the county safe. So,
right.
you know, that's a good thing for everybody.
Right.
That's a very, very good thing. But y'all doing all right today?
Oh yeah. Man.
You know, we always talk about the news and what's going on, but we can't seem to get away from these school shootings. And
Right.
what's really happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to talk about what's going on in the world.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
and we talk about the school shootings this week, also the bombings
Okay.
that happened.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and that didn't end too good for the bomber.
Yeah.
You know, also
yeah.
the young man that got shot in his backyard. Man, that was
20
just-
times.
That was unbelievable.
Right.
So let's talk about the school shooting first. Oh, and got to mention, we had some stuff going on in the school system this week too.
Okay.
And everybody saw a lot of the officer cars up at the school, and it was for preventive measures.
Okay.
I don't know. And one thing about it, because of the school shootings, we want our kids, our young adults to know that you can't say things like we're going to shoot up the school.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't write those things, saying we're
Right.
gonna
Right.
shoot up the school. And that's what happened this week at the school.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Somebody wrote something on the wall saying we're going to shoot up the school on March 22nd.
Wow.
And we have to take that serious.
Oh,
That's right.
yes.
That's
That's
right.
very serious.
We have to take that
Right.
serious.
Right.
Because we have to protect our kids.
Exactly.
Right.
And you never know what people are thinking in this day and age.
That's right.
Right.
In this world.
That's right.
So that's what happened at the high school. They found it on the wall, of course. They went through the protocol. They called the superintendent, the principal, the teachers called everybody. They got law enforcement involved, which was very, very good.
Right.
Right.
They do a great job on acting on these things
Exactly.
because they can't take anything for granted.
That's right.
So, of course, we went up to the school to do the extra security and to talk to the kids about what they're doing.
Right.
That's a no-no,
Yeah.
especially in this day and age.
That's right.
It's definitely a felony to do these things,
Right.
make terroristic threats.
Right.
And these kids need to know that. I don't know if it was a joke, if they thought it was funny, but it's definitely not funny.
That's right.
Right.
And we think we know who did, and I hope, we have to deal with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to deal with that so it doesn't happen again.
Right.
Right.
And I hate saying we have to make an example out of somebody. I don't like using that,
Right.
but we need to bring that person to justice.
That's right.
Whoever
Absolutely.
did that.
Absolutely.
And we think we're narrowing down the person that did it, which is great. And we just need to deal with that person.
Okay.
Because one thing they did, they disrupted what we were doing and what the adults were doing in the learning process at school.
Right. Right.
Now, what we do, we don't mind doing.
Right.
We can go up to the school to help and protect our kids every day. That's part of what we want to do.
That's right.
But for somebody to just write that on the wall, whether they meant it, whether it was playing, there's no plaything.
No
And we
Right.
definitely have to understand that.
That's
There's
right.
no plaything.
Especially after the last couple of school shootings.
Especially after the last couple of school
Yeah.
shootings.
I mean, really, everybody's a little worried about that.
Oh,
now.
man, everybody worried. We
they just had another one last week.
just had another one.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. That's not the norm. It can't be the norm.
Yeah.
We can't accept that.
No.
The school is a place for learning.
That's right.
And we got to understand, and we here in our community have to be tight. We have to help
Exactly.
each other out.
Right.
We have to be unified in what's going on.
Right.
Right.
If you hear of something like that, you need to be reporting it. If you see somebody doing that, you need to be reporting. Whether
right.
they think they're funny, it's bad for the whole community.
That's
it's
right.
bad for the school.
That's right.
I asked the kids when I talked to them the other day, and I told them we couldn't take 17 deaths at that school.
No.
No.
How would they feel losing 17 classmates, losing one classmate
Right.
It's
to
bad
somebody
enough.
else's
Right.
foolishness?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to be diligent. Everybody has to work together to prevent these things. Whether you play your part by telling when you hear this, you tell when you hear of an argument, you tell when you hear somebody say they're going to do something like that,
Right.
because it really affects everybody.
That's right.
It
Gotta
really
take that
affects
seriously, yeah.
everybody. You got to take
Right.
that serious.
Yeah.
And those are things that we will not tolerate. We will not tolerate that
That's right.
here in Macon County.
Yeah.
And I know everybody all around the world feels the same
Right. Yep.
way.
Right.
That's
That's
right.
And everybody dread this happening in their
There
community.
you go.
It is a bad thing.
Yeah.
You don't get any good out of this.
That's right.
It's a bad thing. So we all have to be diligent and come together, prevent what's happening so it don't happen here in our community.
That's
Well,
right.
thank God nothing did happen.
Thank God nothing happened.
Yeah.
Thank God nothing happened, and that was great because they jumped on it really fast. The
Right.
principal, the
Right,
teachers,
right.
the superintendent, they called the right people, jumped on it, and we got together and we try to protect our kids.
That's
We
how you
looked
do it.
into
though.
That's
yeah.
how you do
That's
it.
how you do it.
You put everybody in
There
action.
you go. There
You
you
put
go.
everybody in action.
Any type of signs and symbols and stuff like
Anything,
that.
right.
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
take it seriously.
And it's what we have to do, working together, for one common goal.
That's
and
right.
to keep
Teamwork.
our kids
That's
safe.
right.
Teamwork.
So it was a great thing, and we spent the last few mornings up there, and we'll be back again tomorrow.
Okay.
You know, and just make sure our kids, hey, it's learning.
It's learning, yeah.
That's what they do at school.
Learn.
They supposed to go there and feel safe
That's right.
and learn.
Right.
That's what they're supposed to do, and that's what we want them to do.
That's right.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to be worrying
They
about
shouldn't
that
have to
stuff
be
Yeah.
worried
at
about
all.
stuff like that.
Can't
No.
concentrate. You can't
Right,
do
you
your
can't
lesson.
concentrate.
You can't
Right.
do your lesson with all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know,
You know,
but
you
you know,
can't do
my
it.
question is, why would somebody even do that?
Yeah.
You know, some kids think it's funny. Some kids say, okay, we can get a day out of school, but no, we ain't gonna interrupt school like that. We're gonna make it safer for them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna make it safer,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not gonna let them out of school.
No.
If that's what they thinking they're gonna do,
Yeah.
we're gonna let them out.
Right. There's got to be consequences.
Gotta be
It really
consequences.
does have
Oh,
to
yeah.
be.
You down
It
to
has
the bottom
right.
to it. Get on
Yeah.
the
Right.
bottom.
Right.
It does have to be.
Right.
But that's one of the things that happened at the school, and you know, we're not only going to Booker T. We're gonna try to get to all the schools.
Right.
You know, everybody deserves to be safe.
That's right.
And we're taking measures to put, you know, other officers in the school. Matter of fact, we got a meeting tomorrow with all the people that are involved. You know, I know all the mayors. I'm sure all the police chiefs or whoever. I know the sheriff will be there. I know
Okay.
I'll be there
Great.
with the commissioner and the superintendent. They called a meeting. We're going to put our heads together.
Right.
Because like I say, we're all working for one common goal.
There you go.
And everybody has to share the blunt of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. That's
you
right.
know, but we're going to do whatever is necessary to get it done.
Right.
And we want the parents to feel safe and confident that their kids are safe when they go to
When
school.
they go to school, that's right.
You know, that's what they're for, to learn. They shouldn't have to worry about anything.
Right.
And we don't want them to worry about anything.
Right.
So we're going to be hard and strict on whoever disrupts the learning process
There you
at
go.
their schools.
Yeah.
We're going to be tough.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, we're going to be tough. And don't use Facebook, you know, you young people, you know, putting guns and threats on Facebook, because we're going to find
Yeah.
you.
That's right.
And that is against the law.
Right.
And I'm going to deal with you.
Right.
And parents don't get mad when I deal with the kids for doing these bad things, because I'm just doing my job trying to keep the community safe.
Right.
But we can definitely talk about it, but we're definitely going to deal with it. So please talk to your young men and women and let them know that that's not the right thing to do.
Right.
It's definitely not. And it's not funny.
No, it ain't funny.
And that
Yeah,
goes for
ain't funny.
Snapchat and Instagram, all that.
all that stuff.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's not funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny at all.
Nope.
We have to be serious about what we're doing so we'll be better.
Right.
Especially in this day and age.
Oh,
you know, with all
man.
this craziness going on.
There's so much stuff going on.
Yeah,
man.
we really got to be diligent
Right.
about
We gotta be
watching
diligent.
our own young people, too.
Right. Exactly.
You know, the parents got to watch these young people.
And you know what I said? One good thing. Let's be unified in our
Right.
efforts.
There you go.
Let's be unified in our efforts.
Yeah. Everybody play
Well,
their role, man. Everybody
right.
play their
your
role.
role. Play
Yep.
your role.
Play your role.
Play
Be
your
a
role.
parent.
I mean, yeah, really, that's
Be a
really
parent.
important.
Be a
Be a parent.
homeboy.
Don't be a friend with them.
Homeboy and homegirl to your
Don't-
kids.
no.
You gotta get,
That ain't working.
It's good to be friends with your kids, but be a parent first.
Right. Got to
Be a
be a
parent
parent
But
first.
somebody has to be the authority.
That's right.
That's right.
In this relationship.
That's right.
And that has to be the parent.
That's right.
You know, that has to be the parent. You know, things have changed over the years, you know, and for certainly for a lot of different reasons.
Right.
You know, but we
Right.
got to take the household back. We got to take our community back. We have to do what we're supposed to do as parents.
That's right.
Let me ask you this, Sheriff. You know, the three of us, we're close to the same age.
Right.
Now, when I was in school, when you messed up, the teacher's going to get your head, he's going to scorch your bottom,
Oh, bleed that.
and
Bleed-
then you're going to get home and get it done again.
Oh, you gonna get
Firsthand.
home and done
Now,
again.
I think a big part of what's going on is parents scared to do that now.
But actually, they
Well,
really
you
can't,
know,
really.
yeah, you know, things have changed with the law.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
That's why
and-
parents
and
scared.
To me, it's a difference in whooping your child and abusing your child. I'm gonna give my child a good whooping, but I'm not gonna abuse my child.
Right.
And I tell people that maybe I shouldn't say that over the radio. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's true.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna whoop my child if they deserve getting a whooping.
Right.
But most of the time, I can talk to my kids,
Right.
and I hope everybody can. But they have the
Right.
fear that, man, daddy don't play.
That's right.
That he will get you.
Daddy will
Yeah.
get that
And
butt.
that's
Yeah.
what they don't have anymore. They not
They don't
scared
have
of
that
their
fear
parents.
anymore.
They're not
Yeah.
afraid of
They're not
what's
scared of their
going
parents,
on.
man.
Nuh-uh.
Your parents can be asleep and you'll be scared
Yeah.
to do anything because you hope you're not
Oh,
gonna wake them up because they come up, they're in full
That's
force.
right.
Hey,
I
man.
remember my mama coming to the school and whooping my butt at the school.
man.
Embarrassed me. I never would do nothing like that.
Hey, man.
All they had to do was just tell me my mom was coming.
Man, my
hey,
mama
I'm
had
perfect.
Walked, my mama had walked to the school to get me, boy. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you.
See, I had a mom and a daddy like, look here, I got a whooping today.
Yeah.
And then when they thought about it again at night, I might get
another one.
We.
Or later on tonight when I'm asleep, I might get another.
That's right.
My mama go on
Yeah.
and on and on about the same thing.
Yeah.
And I
that's,
be like, God.
and that's another thing too that parents don't do no more. They don't keep talking to their kids about the same thing.
Yeah.
'Cause
Reinforcement.
because
The
back in the day,
reinforcement,
you,
that's
you
right.
got tired of hearing the same thing. I get it, mommy. I get it, daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's right.
they drill you with the same
Yeah.
thing over and over and over and over and over. No matter how you go, you gonna know it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna learn.
It's gonna be drilled into your
It's gonna be
skull.
drilled into your skull.
Yeah, it's gonna be drilled into you.
Yeah.
But you know, we have to do that.
You
We
got
have to
to.
do that. And you know, a lot of parents feel that it's good to be a friend to your child, and it is.
Yeah.
To have a good relationship, but you
relationship.
still got to be a parent.
Gotta be a
And
parent.
that's the
Right.
one that teaches them right from wrong,
Right.
and chastise them when they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
know,
but it's a fine line though too.
Oh,
you
it's
know,
a fine line. It's a fine line.
and a lot of parents really don't have that kind of home training because a lot of the parents today, their parents are very very young,
Right.
Yeah.
and so they didn't get that kind of home training.
Mhm.
So
But-
it's hard to pass that on if you didn't get it yourself.
Right.
But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying these are bad parents,
No,
but everybody have a different way of
Everybody do.
right?
doing
I'm not.
things with
Yeah,
their children. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So don't parents don't think we're saying that you're a bad parent. But I
No.
know people have different techniques in raising their
Technique.
kids.
That's right.
Some people don't believe in whooping their kid. Like my wife, Courtney,
Right.
she ain't gonna whoop them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She believe in taking away the PlayStation.
Right.
You know, she believe in things like that, taking away the things that they like. And
or
that
extra
yeah.
chores
yeah,
and stuff.
you know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
okay too.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
But daddy here, daddy gonna put it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
that's right.
And they know ain't
Look,
playing.
y'all playing good cop, bad
Yeah,
cop.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, when I say that, their eyes get big and they know I'm not
But see,
playing.
that's a good thing because
Yeah.
it comes down to, like, say for instance, if you're at home and you can't handle them at home, that, well, you wait till I tell your dad. See, sometimes it cuts everything out.
That's right. That's right.
But your dad get home and that
That's
cut
right.
it all out.
There you
Everything
go.
he was
Yeah,
getting ready to
'cause-
do was doing, it stops.
Well,
right
I
then.
know when she tell them that because they go in the room and they get quiet.
You
And they
gotta
don't
have
want
it.
me.
There
They
you
want
go.
to act like they want to act like they sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know when my little boy get in the bed early, something going on.
Yep.
When he get in the bed early, he quiet, he close something. He's done something that
Right,
day.
yeah.
You know
they
what I'm saying?
want to be the friend then. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
You need anything, mommy?
That's
No,
true.
don't tell daddy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm all right. You know, so
That's
it-
right.
that's how it is.
But
you know?
but you have to raise them right.
Gotta raise
You know
them.
what I'm saying?
Gotta
Right.
raise them.
And we just have to be more involved with what's going on. You
We
know,
used to
and-
call it home training.
yeah,
home training.
Yeah, get home
Yeah.
And you
training.
got to listen to your kids too. You
Yeah.
got to listen
Oh,
to
man,
them, man.
you gotta listen to
Talk
Especially
to 'em,
today.
sit down.
Especially today.
You
That's
gotta,
it. Sit
you
down
have
and
to
talk
listen
to
to
'em.
them. You
Sit
definitely
down
have
and
to
talk
listen
to
to
because you
your
never know what's going on with them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Never know what's
And
going
you
on.
have to encourage your child to talk to you.
That's right.
You know, and
Right.
you got to listen because a lot of times they're telling you stuff that you need to hear.
You need to hear.
They're
And you
telling
got to read
stuff,
between the lines.
You got to read
sometimes.
between the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it is hard to be a child these days. There's
Oh,
so
man.
much peer pressure.
Right.
Yep.
You know, it's really hard to grow up and just be a child because
Mm-hmm.
so much is going on. And we go back to social media. They see so many things that we had no idea about
Right.
when we were this age,
Yep,
when we were
that's
their
right.
age.
Right.
You know, we wasn't exposed to a lot of these things,
Right.
but they can find everything. They
Everything.
can
Yep.
talk about everything
Right.
on social media.
Right.
You know, I know one day my wife went in my kids' room and they were talking and they was talking to Courtney and they was like, say hello to whoever this was. They had them on the computer, phone pictures and everything.
Oh yeah, well you can
The
see
girl
it.
saying,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah,
live
FaceTime.
stream, yeah.
And man,
FaceTime.
they right in your house.
Yeah.
In
Yep.
your bedroom and you don't even know it.
Right. FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Cause back in the day when you was coming over, you always thought you can talk to and see the person you was talking to
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in the day. I wish
Well, Remember
Yeah,
we
which
used
is
to
good.
talk about having those camera phones. Remember we
Right,
talked about
always
that.
talk about
the
that.
Jetsons. Remember?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
living like
yeah.
the Jetsons now.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I got it on my phone.
On
I
your
can call
phone.
somebody to see them on my phone.
Wow.
I mean, on my watch.
On your
I'm
watch.
saying,
Wow,
On
I'm
my watch.
checking
Man,
it
that
out.
is crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
See them on my watch.
Yeah.
You know, you talking
Technology,
about the
man.
Jets.
Remember the old
days.
Dick Tracy phone?
Yeah.
The little wrist phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Courtney told me it was the webcam. They was
Webcam.
Looking at
Oh,
the
yeah,
A
webcam.
webcam, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Webcam.
On the
We
webcam.
got, we got 4 webcams in here.
Yeah.
God,
And that
Yep.
is something serious, man.
that's serious.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah. But you know, one good thing about the school shooting that happened the other day, the school resource officer happened to be at that school.
Right.
He was a resource officer like we had that goes to the different schools, goes
Right.
to several schools.
Right.
And it just happened to happen at the school that he was at, and he ended up shooting the individual that
Right.
had the gun that had shot the other two people.
Wow.
So we have to give him a round of applause.
Yes.
He did his job.
Yes.
let's-
You
let's-
know,
let's
and
give
He
him
did
a
not
clap.
cower in fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
let's
way
go.
it's
Yeah.
supposed
Let's
to
give him
happen.
a round of applause,
Give him a
y'all.
round of applause.
What you call eliminating
Yeah.
threat.
I mean, he eliminated the threat, and that's the way it's
Eliminated
supposed to happen.
That's
Right.
And I hate to say again, the guy from Florida who didn't do it. I mean, his life would never be the same.
Yeah. He's got to
But-
live with that.
Yeah, he got to live with that.
Yep.
But fortunately, this guy did what he needed to do, and I'm sure he saved more people.
Right.
Well, they said that it was an isolated incident that he was involved with the girl,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, had a relationship or something, and it
Right.
went foul.
Oh, okay.
See, it's a little bit of a difference between going and having a single target,
Yeah.
Right.
Instead of having a plan to shoot the whole
right,
school.
right, exactly. So, but he could have lost it.
He could
You
have.
never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Right.
But then again, another school shooting.
Right.
You know what I'm
It is.
saying? And we have to eliminate the guns in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
We have to
Right.
eliminate our young people with the accessibility of getting so many guns.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We have to have stiffer punishments for being caught with a gun.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
mean, that's the way I feel.
Right.
I'm all about you having a gun to protect yourself.
Right.
I'm all about you protecting your family. But just to have a gun illegally when you're going to do illegal activities and hurt other people, that's not a good thing.
Right.
That's where we have to draw the line.
Right.
You have to deal with the people that do those illegal and bad things and who have bad intentions.
Right.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That
You
is
need to come
the
up with
difference.
some type of.
But this guy, this guy was 17 though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was 17.
Well, how did he get access
I have
to a
no
gun
idea.
anyway?
I mean-
it was a handgun. It wasn't like an assault
Right.
type.
Right.
Right.
So
but you can get guns $10 on the street. You
That's
can get
true.
guns
Yeah.
That's true.
different places, and you
Yeah,
find that
that's-
most of the people that get these guns here are young people. We find that these guns have been stolen.
Mhm.
You get guns, just several different ways. Our young people can get their hands
Right.
on a gun.
Some people have so many they don't even know they're missing.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
And they hide them.
And them hide 'em.
And when they hide them from themselves.
Yeah, you can't find 'em.
Yeah.
And people pick them, find them and steal them, and they don't even know it.
Where they go.
right.
But we have to be, we have to be tougher on these gun charges when they have these illegal guns
Yeah.
with bad intentions.
Right.
Right.
And that's what I want to
Well.
say on that. But hopefully, we won't have. I mean, these school shootings need to stop. I just don't understand why we have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and then on Friday night, somebody shot into a church, man.
Yeah, that's
What?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
somebody shot
I
into
did
a
hear that.
church,
Man.
and they fired 10 to 15 rounds in the church. Why?
Nobody was
in
there, was it?
Nobody was there.
Oh,
but
that's
why
good.
would you shoot into a church, man? A sacred place like a church. And I mean, I really don't understand that.
The devil's
And-
busy.
And whoever did that, man, you really need to be ashamed of yourself.
yeah.
There's no reason to shoot into a church. I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
that, man.
The devil has no shame.
It's back in the day, man, when you come around
Seriously.
the church or do anything in the church, man, like you had loud music,
Mhm.
you cut it down.
Right.
You pass by the church and you
Yeah.
cut it back up.
Right.
You know
right,
what I mean?
Right.
Respect.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
You didn't spit and you didn't spit on the ground outside in the church. You didn't
Right,
curse on
right.
church ground.
Oh,
You didn't do none of them church
no,
grounds. You know
man.
what I'm talking about?
And
Right.
you just made a point. I used to love to play my music loud, but when I got next to a church, when I knew the church was coming
Yeah.
up, I would cut my music
Cut it down.
And that's respect,
That's
man.
respect.
Right.
That's respect.
That's respect.
And then not only, and we're still investigating that, and hopefully we can find out who did that. But I'm just telling you, you ought to be ashamed if you did
Right.
that.
What part of town was that?
That was over close to Wire Road over here.
Okay.
Oh,
And
wow.
then on County Road 53 up Wire Road, somebody broke into a church the next
Wow.
night. And you really need to be, why would you break into a church and steal something out of a church, man?
Back in the day, churches used to be, they stayed open.
Man,
Right.
you didn't even have to lock the
You
door.
lock the door, you
Right.
go in there, you feel like you want to pray or something like that. You can walk inside the church and just go pray.
Man, you can't leave
Can't do
the
it now.
door in the church unlocked. People going in stealing out of
Wow.
the church, man. Vandalizing
That's
the
low
church.
down.
shooting
That's
the
low
church.
down.
That's low down.
Yeah, stealing Bibles. They're not even
Wow.
gonna read them.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense, man.
Man, I don't understand that. And those are really bad things. And if you think they're not, whoever did that, we're still looking for you. And hopefully we can find you. You'll slip up sometime.
Right.
But we'll find you.
Yeah.
And I want you to know we're going to try our best to find you. Those are
Right.
things that you just can't do, man.
can't
I
do.
mean, I always talk about the crimes, which I hate the domestic violence. I hate a thief. My mom always say, I hate a thief.
A
Right.
road. We call them. My mother
Oh, I
called
hate
them
that.
road.
Yeah.
Back country folk, we call them road.
A rogue.
A road.
Man, if it's
a
wrong,
roguish.
man,
He
don't
roguish.
do it, man. If it's wrong, don't do it, man.
Yeah.
And that is something wrong
Yeah,
with that.
man.
All of those is something wrong with.
Yeah.
Despise
Yeah,
a road.
It's terrible.
By the road, man.
Despise a road.
Yeah.
Yep,
A
yep.
thief.
And then another thing, the young man that got shot, that's the next topic. The young black man that got shot in his backyard. I really didn't understand that. I need to listen to that again.
Right.
They were saying that a car maybe got burglarized or broken windows or something, and they saw this young black man, and he, ran to his backyard.
Right.
I mean, he didn't have a weapon.
Right.
And
And they said they saw him from the helicopter with the infrared camera.
really.
So they were tracking him. Yeah, Brinsky just had it. He just showed me the video just now, and they show him jumping over a fence into another yard. So it's possible that he might not have even been the same person. He was just going to his grandmother's yard.
Right.
So I mean, but he got executed because they thought that he was doing this.
But
And
you-
they did not see a weapon. I mean, when I just saw the video just now, they told the man to show them his hands. He turns around and they just instantly start shooting him.
Wow.
And then after he's down on the ground, one of the officers says it again, show me your hands. Wait a minute, you just shot me 20 times. How am I going to show you my hands?
Right.
Something is definitely wrong with that
Yeah,
picture.
that's
That's really
unbelievable, man.
overkill right there.
Right.
That's
You
unbelievable.
don't shoot a suspect that many times.
Right.
No.
I mean, really, I don't know.
That's really a touchy subject.
It very much is.
And all I can say right now is, I want to pray for the family, and I mean that's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
What was his name? Stefan Clark?
That's his name.
I think his name was Stefan Clark, right?
Right.
Is it right? Yeah.
You looking it up?
Yeah,
there.
but I think that young man's name is going to go down like Trayvon and Tamir Rice and Michael Brown.
Yeah.
He's going to be on that list, and
Yeah.
people get upset when we bring this up, and they don't like Black Lives Matter. Some people don't. But the thing is, when we make these points and we bring this up, because, I've been going through this for a long time, getting profiled. I graduated from Auburn. I got perpetually profiled. And the thing is, we've got to stop doing that and really, it's got to be a way that law enforcement can enforce the law without prejudging
Yeah.
and doing this. The sheriff and I talked about this a year ago when I came to his office and I was asking him about the killing, the shooting down in, Baton Rouge? And then a couple of days later, the man got shot
Right.
that had the gun permit,
Right.
that was doing everything right,
Right.
and the NRA did not defend him.
Wow.
They did not come out and support him. You see, so what I'm saying is, there's something happening here where these young black men that are getting killed by the police, and it's just looking like a pattern to me, like overkill, especially when you have the man Dylan Roof that shot up the church in South Carolina. When they got him, when they captured him, they took him to McDonald's or Burger King or somewhere.
Burger
I mean,
King.
really, seriously, what's
Burger
wrong with
King.
this picture?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's something definitely wrong.
Yeah.
And I think I'm really proud of law enforcement here in Tuskegee and in Macon County, because the sheriff would openly speak out about how he trains his guys.
That's right.
Right.
So it makes a big difference to me to be in Macon County. I don't feel as secure when I go to Lee County or Montgomery County, because I know how their police were in the past. I've been to school there, and I know that they don't have the same kind of training, especially kind of compassion training
Compassion.
that our sheriff would put on them.
Right.
It's a big difference when you live in a community where everybody, works together. Most of the people know each other. You know, we all kind of look out for each other. When we get a bad apple, we try to capture them without them getting hurt.
Right,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I mean, I've seen them do this over and over again.
Right.
They don't instantly just pull out the guns and try to execute people like that.
Right.
No,
They
man.
get trained totally differently. So that makes a difference to me.
Yep.
Well,
to be in my
You
community.
have to be compassionate about your job and what you're doing. You can't be afraid to do your job.
Right.
There's
Right.
a difference in being afraid to do your job.
Right.
When you're afraid to do your job, yeah, you're going to jump the gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you got some people
Stephon
afraid to
Clark.
do your job, and then you got some people that you got some bad cops that
Yeah.
this is what
Right.
they want to do.
Yeah. And some of them, basically, when I see a lot of shooting like that, most of the time they're scared to be.
Yeah.
And that's what I
That-
say.
They-
Some
they're
of them are
scared.
afraid.
Yeah.
And then you do have some bad cops. But
Yeah.
a lot of these guys are afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't be afraid to do your job. And a lot of that comes with training.
Training.
Yep.
For the ones
Training.
that do this by accident because they are afraid, you know, I have to say I sympathize with them because you shouldn't be an officer and you shouldn't be put in that position if you are that
Right.
afraid.
Everybody
Right.
can't
One
do it.
thing I say, everybody wants to go home to their families, but
Right.
you have to make good decisions.
Right.
And I'm not going to take a chance on killing a kid or killing somebody who because I'm afraid.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I rely on my training.
Right.
You know, I'm going to wait that extra second to see if I really do see a gun
Right.
or whether it's a cell phone.
Or if I'm
Right.
fearing my
Or
life.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna fear my life.
I'm
Right.
going to try to do the right thing.
Right.
And I
Right.
tell my guys all the time, try to get them the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Right.
Try to do that. You know, try not to act before you see.
Right.
Don't be impulsive.
Don't be impulsive.
Right.
And my guys, you know, they are used to dealing with what they do.
Right.
Right.
And these guys are compassionate with the community. And hey, we pretty much know everybody, know your families, and we
Right.
try not to jump. Not saying that it won't happen at any
Right.
time, but we try to prevent that. And I talk to my officers all the time about that.
Right.
You know, even at the high school today, you know, my word to my officer, hey, don't do this unless you have to, unless it's
Right.
absolutely
Right.
necessary.
Right.
Don't do this, don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You listen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just jump off the hook. Listen to them. You know, and
Exactly.
don't do this or don't do this unless it is absolutely
And,
necessary.
and when you're being in law enforcement, man, I mean, when you pulling your gun to shoot somebody, that's the last result.
That's
Right.
the last
Last
result.
result, man.
Right.
So they didn't really try to do anything
no.
outside
Right.
of their training, you know.
Right.
See what that is, you know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Or they had to use the stun gun or use the
Right.
the mace or they use
Well, you
none of
use
those.
your secondary weapon.
Yeah.
Right.
What we'll use, you stay one step above what they're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If they just talking,
Yeah.
you let them talk.
Yeah.
You might have to pull your mace out.
Right.
If they got a stick or something, you might have to pull your baton out. If
Right.
they got a knife or something, you stay one step above. You might have to pull your gun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that knife is life threatening.
That's right.
A stick
Right.
could be life threatening, but you look at the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if they're over there on the other side of the room you were and they got a stick, that's not life threatening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you make those choices and you have to make the right decision.
Right.
You know, and I
Exactly.
mean, you just have to be trained, and that's what they teach you in the academy. As a police officer, as any officer, that's what they teach you. And I know you went through the same. I mean, that's what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
we have to think.
Right.
We have to think, and we can't be afraid
Right.
to do our job.
Right.
You know, and I say most of the time, even when somebody's really mad, upset, or whatever, if you talk to them and respect them, usually they gonna talk to you.
Talk to you. Yeah.
Right.
You know, usually they gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
The only time I would get violent or something, if they really got violent, they not listening to what we say because we have to win now.
Right.
Right.
If I say you going to jail, you going,
going
to
to
jail.
jail.
Yeah.
Oh, you going.
Yeah.
You know, and if I get whooped out there and I let somebody stay out and I try to take them to jail, I might as well not be the sheriff.
Yeah.
And I tell my officer, if you right, you totally right, and you go to get somebody because they going to jail, you better bring them to jail.
Bring 'em to
Yeah.
jail.
Ain't no
If you
talking
don't
out
think
of
you
it.
can, and because they're showing out or whatever, you don't think you can, you better call some help.
That's right.
You better call for some help.
Call back up anyway.
back up.
Anyway.
But that don't mean you got to treat that guy
That's
wrong
right.
or bad.
That's right.
But if you tell him he going to jail, he going to jail. If he ain't listening to no reason after you get your back up there, whatever, we got to take him to jail.
check him.
Yeah.
They got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Easy
He
way
ain't gonna think. He
or
gonna
the
easy
hard
way.
way. Or hard way.
You know, we gonna do our job.
Right.
But you be respectful doing your job.
Yep,
And
all
we
the
ain't gonna
time.
be overly aggressive. If we got to arrest him, we gonna do what we need to do to arrest him.
There you go. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's the way it should be. Now we can't be afraid. And I tell my guys, you're afraid to do this, you need to go home.
Go home.
If you're afraid to put your life on the line for our community, you need to go home.
That's right.
There you go.
Because that's what we do.
That's right.
That's what you signed up for.
That's right.
That's what
right.
we do.
You want recruited, you know.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You
right.
sign up for this. You know what I'm saying?
signed
You're
up
right.
for
it.
Sign up for it.
Yeah. But you know, it's just so much happening, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
know, every day is something different, and we think, you know, that this can't be happening or this can't happen again. And man, 2-3 days later, it's happening.
There it
again.
is.
Yep. It's
There
happening.
it
Again.
is.
We got to find a
Yeah.
solution to this.
We have to find a solution,
Gotta
and
find
a
and
solution,
it's all
man.
about working together.
Well, you know, we got 300 million guns in this country.
300 million guns.
It's almost a gun for every man, woman, and child.
Yeah.
And it's you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I
Once it come
mean, unless
Yeah.
you get ready to round up people's guns, which that's going to lead to
Then they start making them. They making their own gun.
yeah. You could print a 3D gun
That's
now.
right. Yeah, you can make their own.
But
gun.
but you know, there's got to be a common sense solution
Right.
that does not involve rounding people's guns up, because that's when there will be violence. I know a lot of people that are very, very heavily armed.
Yeah.
You know, and just changing the law to say that the AR-15 is illegal and classified like a military weapon, that's going to have people up in arms. You know, and whoever passes those laws, they're going to get voted out.
Yeah.
I promise you that. So it's a really tough question, a tough situation, because, you know, most of these people are getting these guns, like these kids, they're getting them from probably their parents that have arsenals. A lot of these children's parents have arsenals,
right,
Yeah.
stockpiles of guns and ammo.
right.
You know, and so I really don't know what the answer is. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. What do you think?
Well, you know, it's just tough these days. We keep saying it's just tough, and there's not right now. I don't think there's going to be an answer.
Right.
We got to cope with what's going on in the world today. You know, the thing that I always say: parents, talk to your children. Try to teach them and hope they do the right things. But you just can't say parents talk to your children. We got to talk to the adults too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
We got to
right.
talk to
Exactly.
the adults
Right.
too.
Right.
Because we got some adults that are, I mean, just might do anything.
Yeah, they need to get to know what home training is.
That's right. Exactly.
They need to understand that, because, you know, and it's sad to say it, but a lot of these parents are listening to some of this violent music with their children,
Right. You're right.
you know, and I don't mean to knock the industry, you know, because it makes a lot of people very wealthy. But when you're listening to that stuff, you're setting a bad example for the children, you know, and you know how violent some of that music can be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
If you sit,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
sit and listen to that music all day long,
Over and over again.
it's gonna put you in that particular
Yep,
type of
right,
mood.
That's right.
You're gonna
That's
be in a
right.
violent mood all
That's right.
day long, and you
Yep.
sit back and listen to some of this good old gospel. Gonna put you in a spiritual mood all day long. You listen to some of this blues,
Hey,
and
some of
this
that good old
R&B.
R&B.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
It gonna put you in that particular mood
Yeah.
all day long. So
And you're
wherever
going to
listen
be
to-
playing that all night, ain't you?
Yeah, be playing it all night.
Okay.
Right,
Hey,
right.
is it time for
Well,
our
you
drop
know,
again?
Well, let me say this before we do the drop.
Okay.
And I just want y'all to know that the thing that started us with this incident that happened at school, a parent reported it. You know what I'm saying? Her child came home and told her what was going on.
Okay.
And you got to applaud that parent for getting the ball
That's
started.
right.
And we have to be more involved. And I don't want to say that parent's name.
no,
I don't.
you're
right,
yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I wish I could.
Yeah.
But being involved with your child coming home, telling you what's going on, you have to applaud that child and that parent
That's right.
for making sure the information got to the right people.
That's right.
Right.
So, like, I want to say thank you, parent, for what you did. And that parent just sent me a note, you know, saying that it was very important to talk about this, which it is. But I want to say to you, thank you too, parent.
Right.
Because you got that ball started.
There you
And
go.
Nothing is too big and nothing is too small when it comes to information.
That's right.
And
That will
safety.
save
Right.
somebody's life.
That's
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Can we get a round of applause?
Yeah, give a round of applause.
Let's go to the parent.
Hey, and also, you know, the BTW staff did a great job.
Great.
You know, they had to work extra hard these mornings that we came up and this week. And, you know, they are really on the front line
Okay.
of
Yeah,
what's
right,
going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be an educator these days. When before, you know, your word was getting your lesson plan together, getting to school and teaching these kids. But now, man, it's totally different, man. You know, it's totally different. They are on the front line.
Yeah, you're right.
They in a war zone.
Can't even write on the board, turn your back and write on the
No,
board no
man,
more.
you
know.
You got to write sideways. I mean,
gotta
it's
be
dangerous
watching,
though,
yeah.
for real though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's
You know,
true.
you can't write on the blackboard no more.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough. But I promise you, we're gonna do everything we can to help them. I don't want our teachers teaching like that.
Yeah, man.
I don't want our
In
kids
fear.
feeling like that, man, in fear.
Teaching in fear.
You know, it's got to be a safe environment for our
right.
kids.
Right.
So, you know, I just want to say thank you to that parent and those kids that reported it. Thank you. And maybe, you know, I ask her next time if she want me to say her name, but, you know, that's a great job. And I know, you got to get her. The drop.
Hit the
Good
drop.
drop.
Yeah.
We got 5 minutes too.
Hey Tuskegee, make sure you watch the Macon County Sheriff's Report with Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
And you know this. And you know this.
That's
Hey.
funny. Hey, we got one in cell phone jail up front
I
there.
got one to say.
Who's that? Who is it?
Butch.
Butch is it?
Butch cell phone is
Butch
in
Baxter
jail.
from
Hey.
Youngstown, Ohio.
He forgot to cut it off and
Yeah.
then went off doing the program. So we
I
had to
Yes.
gotta say too before we go, you know, Bree Southern is doing a great job up there
Oh
at the
yeah.
high school.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, she's so into these kids, and you know, I can't say Miss Wright, you know,
Right.
Miss Williams, all the principals are doing
All
a
the
great
principals.
job, man, with especially with what they're doing. And I'm sorry I didn't say all the principal name, but Bradley, Miss Bradley, that's right, Mr. Hooks
Mr. Hooks,
and Mr. Williams.
Ms. Williams.
Did I say everybody? Okay, I hope I got everybody. Okay.
Okay.
And also Dr. Brooks, that's a great job, Dr. Brooks, making sure that everybody come together and do the right things. You know, that's a smart lady.
Right.
She's a smart lady and really cares about the kids.
Yeah.
The Board of Education are taking steps to do what they need to do to protect these kids, and that's
Right.
a great thing.
That's great.
But I just have to give all of them a shout out because they really have a tough job.
Yeah.
They really have a
My
tough
hat
job.
goes off
Yeah,
to
I
them.
go off to them,
Yeah,
man.
good
They really have a
one.
tough job
Good
in that
one.
school, and you know, I keep saying I was school resource officer for 23 years, and man, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
So you have to give everybody a shout out for that. But it was rewarding.
Right.
You're rewarded seeing those kids graduate, seeing those kids smile in school,
Right.
seeing those kids do their lesson, man. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
And those kids never forget you.
Right.
And I see these kids now, and they still come up and hug me. I mean, from 23 years ago.
Right. Right.
Wow.
And it's good to see those kids grow up, man. They
Right.
have their own families.
Yeah.
And now you're dealing with some of the grandkids.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And, man, that's just a good
Yeah.
feeling, man.
Yeah.
That's great,
That's
man.
great, man. That's-
So you have to be conscious of what you're doing because you never know how you affect
Other
somebody's life.
There you go.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
You're
you
right.
be good to people, man. I surely believe in that, man.
Right.
And that's my reward, seeing them be successful, seeing them raise their families.
Right.
And man, that's very, very unique, man.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
There you go.
What
They
that
saying
mean,
we
peace?
got peace. 2 minutes.
Hey.
So you got to give everybody a shout out.
Yeah.
And I ain't done
Everybody
this in a long time. I always give Macon County a shout out, my sheriff department a shout out. Great bunch of guys,
Yeah.
man. But all the law enforcement, hey, y'all, I have to commend y'all because y'all been working extra hard.
That's right.
You know, doing what we doing. But I want to give my home people down in Lake Wales, Florida, a shout out too. Give my Floridians a shout out.
Yeah.
Hey, great
Florida
people
this
down
way.
there.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
Florida
that
this
way.
This way in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to give everybody a shout out, man. You know, and just thank you, Macon County, for doing what you're doing, and you know these calls that we're going on and these crimes that we're dealing with, man. We got to cut them all down,
cut 'em
man.
down, yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
especially this domestic violence.
Right.
Yeah.
And people, we giving you the sheriff report for a reason.
Right.
Right.
Listen to what's going on.
That's right.
Listen to where these crimes are occurring,
Right.
and let's help each other be
Yeah.
unified and prevent what's going on.
And watch your neighbors'
And
place
watch
too.
your neighbors, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And I hope this is helping you, and I hope this is making you feel safer, and I hope we're educating the community to what's going on.
Right.
And my door is always open. You got a problem, y'all give us a call to come down and see us, man, and I mean that.
Right.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my awesome crew.
Bam.
Yeah.
In the building.
Kim Motor City. We got Butch. We got Brinsky and Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
We got Miss Sheriff in the building.
We got Miss Sheriff in the building.
And we got Butch Foam in jail over there.
Yeah. Cell phone jail. That's right. Yes.
You know, that one, he got let it stay a little longer.
No,
Yeah.
he got 24-hour mandatory.
That's right.
Mandatory lockup.
Oh,
24
my
hours.
goodness.
Big shouts out to the whole entire Macon County, my family. Big shouts out to the folks here. All you guys right here, all you guys. Big shouts out to Sylvester McPherson. Big shouts out to the co-pilot in the building, Andre Fields, man. And also want to give a really, really, really big shout out to Frank Lee, man. He kept us in on the weather.
Oh, man.
The weather
Yeah,
was
that
really,
was
really
good.
bad.
Great job, man.
He did a
Yeah.
really good job
Frank-
keeping us informed on
Him
what
and
was
the
going
revealer,
on.
man. You
Yeah.
know, you
Right,
talking about
exactly.
the news out there, him
Yeah.
and the revealer, but
Yeah.
Frank
Yeah.
really does a great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and what he's doing.
Yeah.
And you know, and I always talk about Miss Crenshaw, man.
Right.
She stays on top of this stuff, man. This domestic violence, trying
Right.
to get you to come out and you know
Right.
just deal with the community, man. Just shout out to all y'all, man.
Yeah.
Great people, man. And that's what it takes, man.
That's right.
That's
That's
what
what
it
it takes.
takes.
I want to remind everybody to watch the live stream on YouTube every week at 8 o'clock, Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. We go live. And you can also watch it every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181, Channel 19 on the campus. There you go.
On the campus.
And also, don't forget about to watch the city council. That was a really good one.
Yeah,
This one.
the city council meeting, yeah.
it was, city
Jordan
council
hooked that up,
was
didn't
a
she?
very good one.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh,
It
really?
was a,
That's
yeah, it was
Jordan,
a really
yeah.
good one. They need to watch that. What
Oh,
time
yeah.
that will come on?
I want to say 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. They need to watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They need to watch it. For
And
real.
thank you, Baby Incorporated. Lenora, she does a great job.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
She's always involved, man. She always calling.
You got to call
you
her
gotta
Tia.
get-
Tia,
Tia,
yeah.
That's how you
shout
do
out.
it, Tia.
Yeah, Tia,
Yeah.
shout out to
Yeah,
her.
big
They-
shout out to Tia.
Her and her husband, they always.
yeah.
Royce,
They
yes,
everywhere.
Umar.
They always,
Yeah,
man.
they all over.
Shout
All
out,
right.
man. Appreciate
All
everything,
right,
all
yes.
of y'all, man.
Everybody, Macon County, we
Macon
coming
County.
together.
We
people.
coming together,
We
baby.
coming together. We gonna get it
That's
together.
it.
We're going to get it
That's it.
together.
We'll
We're
get
going
it
to get it together. That's what it's all about. Let's get it together, Macon County. Oh, yeah.
Happy
I meant
birthday,
to ask you,
Booty.
man. I meant to say that.
Oh,
What you
now
do?
y'all say happy birthday.
I meant to ask you. I meant to ask you what you did for your birthday,
It's
man.
45 days old, man.
I wrote it down. I wrote it down to ask you that, Booty
Yeah,
Rush.
I had fun on my birthday, man. I had two parties. I had one at Busy Bees on that Wednesday. Had one at Harrison that Friday. My kids took me out, man. They got me and took me out to eat. You know what I mean?
saw
On
that
Sunday.
meal, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, but see, y'all, I ain't show you all the plates I had. That was the first
I know
one.
that's funny.
Yes,
That's too
But happy
funny.
birthday, my brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate
brother.
it,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Mean
Thanks.
that, my brother.
Thanks.
Happy birthday,
I appreciate
brother.
it, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, huh? Yeah, you said it first. Thanks, man. It's good to have a birthday though, in real life.
Yes.
It is.
Can't wait on the next one. Eat all that food. That's been our time, y'all. We'll see y'all next go round. This is the Sheriff Report, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. We always have a good time here on the Best Station Nation. Tuskegee Virtual in the building. 100.7 WBZ. Another production. Who else?
Jordan
Revealer,
Production.
Jordan Production.
Yes.
Bush Production. And Miss Sheriff Production.
The
She got
Revealer.
production too.
The Revealer.
The Revealer, you know
Yep.
what I mean? Echo Boom.
Echo Boom.
Outcast,
Tuskegee Television Network.
Yeah.
Jesse Harris. Yes.
Tuskegee News, all that. We'll
Yep.
see y'all next go round, y'all.
Hey, Tuskegee, make sure you watch the Macon County Sheriff's Report with Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
And you know this. And you know this.